Congratulations. I saw you could get a call, right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Many people see the first link.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the date, I just saw you.
Yeah, I saw. I started.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. We still, yeah, brothers, if you come close, I think it will be better if you come closer, so we can be friends. You know, I think it's easier for unity. We're close to each other. We've been following, the book of Riyad-us-Saliheen. Today we have, I think, we have some new students. So I want to make it, general speech, so we can, get benefits for the new students, inshallah, because maybe the chapter is not work for everyone. It's too specific. This is what I mean. So I wanted to talk about the beauty of the religion of Islam. Before I talk about the beauty of Islam or anything about Islam, I want to say to everyone, if Allah wants good for you, He make reasons for you to find the good. And then if you hear about something good for you, and if you not taking it, you're gonna blame on yourself on the day of judgment. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want good for a person, He make the reasons, to open the gate of good for him. So if you see something easy for you, so be sure that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not coming from anything else. And if something bad happens, be sure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want any bad for people. So the bad, we choose it, not from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the good is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And the bad, we choose it. Because of this, we have to think about what we're choosing, what we're doing. If we're doing good, be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He choose something good for you, and He make a reason for you to find it. And then if you have something bad, you have to blame on yourself, because this is a choosing by yourself. You choose it for yourself. By the way, whoever doing good, I have candy for him. So, from the, if you have, even for this life, anything you have, some good about it. As an example, you have a car, and then you say, I have a BMW, for example. I have a Toyota. And then you say, oh, I like Toyota because Toyota is good and this and this and this and this. Oh, BMW is good. So anything you have, theirs have some good, right? The house, you choose an area, because the area such and such, or the tax such and such, or you choose it because of some good advantage, maybe say some advantage. So, but in Islam, pure 100%, there's nothing to worry about. Everything in Islam completely is pure and good. So if I mention something, because of my English, showing that could be good or could be bad, this is from me. Because in Islam there is nothing bad. Everything, if you come into any part of Islam and you study it, you're gonna see full of mercy, and you're gonna see full of barakah, good. Anything in Islam. So, from the beauty of this religion, no one can show himself better than others. There is nothing make the person different than others except one thing. The only one thing make you different than others, the piety. If you're more pious than others, then you are different than others, meaning you better than others. This is the only thing make the people different. Otherwise, and then the piety, nobody knows. It's in the heart. Nobody knows who is the pious. And because of this, so no one can, look to somebody down, because maybe he's better than me. This is the beauty of Islam. It's not based on degrees or colors or flags or countries or cultures or nationalities, whatever tribes, nothing. The only thing is the religion. Whoever closer to his Lord, he's better than others. Doesn't matter who. Man, woman, young, old, doesn't matter. So this is one of the beauty of Islam. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The best person amongst you, the one who have more piety than others. And then from the beauty of this religion, command all Muslims to be good to the people who in need. This is, when you know about the religion by yourself, is different than you hear from the others. Like when you study different than what you hear from the media. So the religion of Islam, or the beauty of this religion, command all people, all Muslims, to be good to the people who in need. And we know, as you have to be good for your family before your neighbor, you have to be good for your family before your neighbor. You have to be good to your neighbor, the first neighbor, more than second one. And then second one more than third one. And then like this. So even blood relative, you have to be good to your uncle more than your cousin. So you better to your cousin more than his son, your second cousin. So Islam also, commanded to be good to all the people in need, and starting from your brothers in Islam. And then after, to anyone in need. Doesn't matter whether it's a Christian or Jewish or Buddha or anyone in need, Islam commanded to be good. So this is the beauty of this religion. And also from the beauty of this religion, Allah commanded, to have unity, and then prohibited any division or separation. This is from the beauty of this religion. Commanded وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِاللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. He commanded all to hold upon the religion of your Lord. Don't be separate. Don't make division. Don't be a reason for division, for separation between the people. Because, as a human, we've been created, we have a weakness. If we don't have a guidance, we're not going to be straight. Why people going to study, if not in need. We in need of this knowledge. That's why we go study. So in general, as a human, we came out, everyone we came out from a stomach of mother, we don't know nothing. الله أخرجكم من بطون أمهاتكم لا تعلمون شيئا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought it out from the stomach of the mother, you don't know anything. وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. And then he put the material of learning for you to be thankful. Whatever you study, to be thankful. So from the beauty of this religion, the religion of Islam, if we go back to the first one, indeed, Islam commanded to be good to who in need. So if we apply this, it's not going to be peace in all over? No doubt. If you reaching everyone in need, without look who is the person, dark skin, light skin, he's a American, he's a African, he's a Asian, doesn't matter. You want when people looking to reach the people who in need, and then start. This is the make a big foundation for peace. And then after this, Islam prohibited. This is the beauty of Islam. Islam prohibited to oppress anyone. He make it unlawful to oppress anyone. And then with this, he commanded for justice. So if everyone try to keep himself away from oppressing, and then he's dealing with the people with justice, this is another foundation, for peace. If we reaching everyone in need, and then after we not oppressing anyone, and then we are dealing with each other, with the people with justice, then there's a big, huge foundation for peace. So this beauty, we should not only for ourselves, we should try to spread it, between the people. Because, a lot of people, they just look at the media. They hear from the media what the media is saying, and then the reality, they don't know about Islam. And then that's why you see some people, when they get close to Islam, when they get close, and then they read, they accept it after. Because they're not going to find something incorrect. Why? Because Islam is not from the human, it's from Allah, the one who created this universe and organized all this universe without any mistakes. So he sent this religion with no mistakes for the people to use it until they go back. So from the beauty of this religion, he commanded people to forgive each other. Forgiving each other, if you're coming from every point we mentioned, coming down, then you're gonna see, then there's no way of deviation or separation or hatred or this kind of stuff. When you using these foundations, for yourself, you're gonna make you make peace between people, for yourself and for the others. So Islam, from the beauty of Islam, Islam commanded to forgive, to not hold in your chest. And because of this, because of a human, we have a weakness, is allowed in Islam up to 3 days to boycott. It's allowed for you, because we have a weakness. Allah created us with this weakness, and then sometimes you get mad, and then you not cool down. You need something to cool down. Some people, when they get mad, how they, it's like a balloon. How they get the air out? By cursing and bad languages, right? And this is happening. And some people maybe right now said, oh, I am too. Please don't say that. Even if you, from today say, inshallah, I'm gonna change, and don't tell us. Because happening, some people when they get mad, how they try to help themselves to get it out, cursing. And then after a little bit, like a balloon, the air out, and then they cool down. So Islam, because Islam is a mercy for the humanity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses it as a mercy for the humanity, as He sent the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam a mercy for the humanity. So Islam, He put solution for everything. Because of this weakness we have, because of the weakness we have, He allowed up to 3 days to boycott, to cool down, to get it out. After that is not allowed. After 3 days is not allowed. After 3 days is okay. After 3 days, the best person, the one who says salam to the other one. If two got mad, whoever starting after 3 days, he said salam, doesn't mean be mad for 3 days. But as an example, up to 3 days is okay. You're not gonna be charged for it. But after 3 days is no more. So the limit is 3 days. Because we have a weakness. So Islam commanded, to forgive people. And then the one who forgive, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He forgive him. From the beauty of Islam, Islam command everyone make sulh, make peace between people. If there's people, they have issues between each other, from the beauty of this religion, you're being commanded to try to fix it for them, not to ignore them. Because, when two people or some people have problems, a shaitan working hard on them. Shaitan working hard, whisper to them, oh, he look at you down, he don't like you, he hate you, he such. And then whisper to the other one, oh, he ignore you, and he don't look at you, he don't want you. So the shaitan all the time whispering to the both. And then if you go between, and then you tell them, oh, I hear good about, from him. He said, I know he's a good person. And then you go to other one, even if he has said that, it's okay for you to go to him to say, I hear from him, he said, you are a good man. But, such and such. He's still saying good about you. So if you make, so Islam commanded, if there's any issues between anyone, to not ignore it. To go to try to fix it. Like some people, they say, this is not my business. No, Islam commanded you to be a reason for peace, even between two people. Also, as we point to it, Islam prohibited to boycott each other more than 3 days. And then after 3 days, there's a threatening. Your actions is not going to go up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if you not make peace after 3 days. Huh? Yeah, threatening. So meaning, if we look at this point, Islam, mercy in every point in this life, in every corner in this life. Everywhere you go, you find the mercy of Islam for your life. Also, from the beauty of this religion, He make it haram, unlawful, to make fun on people. Doesn't matter the situation. He make it haram to make fun on people. Al-istihza. To look people down because of color, because of body shape, because of country, because of tribe, because of language, because of the one thing we see, subhanAllah, some of us, from back home, we know this. Back home, this is shame, wallahi. Back home, many places, if someone make a mistake in a language, not only they laughing, they between each other they copy him. They try to making fun of him. I see in this country, you make a mistake, you say no, you're doing good. Everywhere, all states, anywhere. If If you say my English is not good, no, you're doing good. Oh no, your English is perfect. It's good. Even you making mistakes. They never make you down. Look at you down. They never make you feel bad. And then, so this is from Islam. Islam prohibited to make fun on anyone because of anything. Because of a worship, because of actions, because of speeches, because of attributes, because of colors, because of degrees, because of job, because anything, Islam make it haram to make fun on people. And then we have proofs, but if I go mention the proofs, it's gonna be too long. I just point to this some stuff because we have some new people. So if I mention the proofs, it's gonna be too long. That's why I'm not going to the proofs. From the beauty of this religion, legislates for people to respect each other. And then if we not see people practicing, so the problem is in the people, not in Islam. Islam commanded all people to respect each other. The elders being commanded to have mercy for the youngest. Youngers, they've been commanded to have a special respect for the elders. And then if we see any shortcoming, is coming from the people, is not from Islam. From the beauty of this religion, the children being commanded to be good to the parents, to not disrespect parents in any way. Also, we mentioned about unity. Also, Islam commanded, to not lie to the people. This is the beauty of this religion. Doesn't allow to lie to not the Muslims, even non-Muslims, to say the truth. Islam commanded, إِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبِ. He prohibited, beware if you lie to the people. And then, عَلَيْكُمْ بِالصِّدْقِ, and hold upon the truth and be trustworthy and say the truth. So, if we look at these points in Islam, then we're going to see there's a foundation for everything, bring you to good and make you like a leader for the others. Islam prohibited, this is the beauty of Islam. The beauty of Islam, Islam prohibited to backbite each other. Why? Because backbiting removes the trust between the people. If I know you're talking bad about me, you're backbiting me, and when you come to me, what do you think? I'm going to be happy to see you? Well, no, I don't think so. I think not only me, that's everyone. If you know the people, they say bad about you, you're going to be happy to see them? No. And then if this is spread between the people, they backbite each other, then this is one of the big reasons of division. Separate the people. So Islam prohibited to backbite anyone, except if there's a reason. Except if there's a reason. And also Islam, from the beauty of this religion, he make it haram, unlawful for you to cheat each other. Not only between the Muslims, cheating even with the others is not allowed to cheat the people. Cheating is haram, it's unlawful. It's not allowed for you to do it. So this is from the beauty of this religion. And from the beauty of this religion, if you sell to the people, if you buy from the people, use the skill of justice. Use the skill of justice. No different between the people, anytime. from the beauty of this religion, the religion of Islam, to not spread any speeches if you're not sure about it. And even if you're sure about it, not allowed for you to spread it until you see where's good and where's bad. This is my job.
Give some over there. You should ask the question after the class and then.
My head.
You should ask the question.
Yeah, you hit my head.
You should ask question after the class and then we'll give the 10.
Oh, okay, next time. Next time.
You could give out some onions there.
One time after Eid, after Salat al-Eid, from the member I did this. I have a bag of candies and then I start, throwing to the people. But I posted on Facebook and one of the comment, the guy, he said, this sheikh, he did something beautiful, but he looks like feeding chickens.
We're talking about not spreading speech without.
Yeah, so Islam, from the beauty of this religion, to not spread anything you hear. It's been prohibited. If you hear anything, just say to the people. This is not allowed. You need to make sure your speech going to someone benefit him or not. Because anything you say either is going to be against you on the day of judgment or will be for you on the day of judgment. So you don't want to say something and you find it on the day of judgment against you. Your speech is against you. This is the beauty of this religion, to make sure what you're saying before you spread it. And also, even if you make sure to see the benefit, has more benefit or more harm. So if you hear about a person, for example, something bad, there's any, if you want to say something about him, what's the reason? And if there's any benefit for the others. If not, so even if he's doing something bad, just hold it, don't spread it to the people. Why? Because this character, if you hear from a people and then you spread it, you're gonna learn, there's gonna be like a habit for you. Anything you hear, you're gonna say it. And then this is prohibited in Islam. This is prohibited in Islam. And this is make you, if you have an example, or if you hear about someone, this is his job, this is his character. Anything he hear from the people, he spread it between the people. And this person, he not belong to the people. He's not belong to the people. And then from the beauty of this religion, to say good or be quiet. This is the beauty of the religion of Islam. To say good, من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليقل خيرا أو ليصمت. So you say good or be quiet. Why? As we point to it, because it's going to be for you. ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. Anything coming out from your mouth, any speech coming out from your mouth, there's the angels, they write it down. Either for you, either against you on the day of judgment. From the who brought the food? I don't know who brought the food. Jazakallah khairan. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put it on your skill for the day of judgment, and you see it on the day of judgment. You feed all these people. The one thing the brother he maybe forget, because here I have to mention it, or I should mention it. From the beauty of this religion, he prohibited to do anything hurt the others, or have the feeling of the others, or bother the others. Just bothering. If you smell something bad, is bother, right? Okay. The Prophet ﷺ, he prohibited if you eat garlic or onion and come to the masjid. And we found it in the food. You listen. Jazakallah khair. That's something. something evil. But the beauty of this religion, even this is just bothering, the smell of garlic and onion, because you get close, shoulder to shoulder, and then sometimes, when you make salam, and sometimes, he's still not making completely salam, your face to his face. You say, Assalamu alaikum. So a garlic and onion just bothering people because of this, to not hurt the feeling of the others, not bother the others. So it's being prohibited if you eat it and come to the masjid. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, if somebody eat garlic and onion, pray home, don't come to the masjid. Because you're gonna bother the people coming for the prayers. And also he said the angels also get bothered from this. Because the angels, they come to the masjid, the full in the masjid, when we pray, when we have a lecture. So this is from the beauty of religion of Islam. From the beauty of this religion is not allowed to scare people even for joking. And we see, they said prank. They hiding behind the door with the mask, and then you go to open the door, he's coming with the tongue like this, the mask, and then, so even with joking, Islam prohibited to scare the people. It's been prohibited. No, this is the beauty of this religion. We're not making it haram. We're not saying, but because if you look at this stuff from the beginning, wherever I point to it, if you look at it, you're gonna see the best community you're gonna make, the best ever community you're gonna make. Bi'idhnillah. If you follow these points we mentioned, what do you think about the community will be? What kind of community will be have? Not allowed for you to lie to the people. Not allowed to oppress. Not allowed to backbite. Not allowed to slander. Not allowed to make fun of people. Not allowed to oppress. Not you commanded to be just for your speech. You're not cheating people. When you look at it, then why we should worry about each other? And it will be love between each other. But when you know, I'm not going to cheat you, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to backbite you, for sure this stuff may create some love in your heart for me. And then also if I know that you are something same way, so it's going to create some love, meaning there is going to be a unity between the people. And then all this we see, the separations between the people, we know because the people not practicing the religion. That's why. If we practice the religion right way, so it's going to be peace. I give this example before. The neighbor in Islam, how many houses?
60,
40 on your right. 40 houses, your neighbors. To the left, 40 houses. This way, 40 houses. Behind you, 40 houses. How many houses? 160 houses, right? Around you. It's haram for you, not allowed for you to harm their blood, their honor, their wealth. So if each corner and on the 40 another person practicing, so you think we need a security or police in the city? No. If 160 houses around me is all my neighbors and is not allowed for me to harm their blood or their honor and their wealth, then meaning everybody gonna live in peace. If we all practice this, then we don't need any security or any police officer in the city to watch, because everybody know whatever in my neighbor is haram for me is not allowed for me. I cannot touch it. I cannot get close to it. So I have to protect it just like myself. Then we don't need a security. So because we're not practicing, this corruption happening. This is not scare the people. Malik, he said, some people they're gonna say you make everything haram. No, that's not right. If you look at it, if you think about it, if you put them together, you're gonna find the best way of life. The life will be so beautiful if we practice this point. Also, from the beauty of this religion, from the beauty of the religion of Islam, to take care of the orphan people, to not the orphan people not be ignored. Some people, they, like for example in this country, because the system is beautiful for help, for support, nobody in need. They give food, they give place to especially when people, the orphan people, they have everything. They give them everything. Some people, they think if they have food, if they have drink, if they have place, so they don't need any help. They don't need any help. The direction of the people to the right path, to the good things, this is the best thing for the people. If you really want to be helpful, direct people to good stuff. Direct people to good stuff. And then if you, as the Prophet ﷺ said, "Unsur akhaka zaliman aw mazluma." Protect and support your brother, either if he's oppressing or he's being oppressed. He said if he's being oppressed or he's oppressing someone, help him, support him. They said, "Ya Rasulullah, we understand if he's being oppressed, how to protect him and support him. What about if he's oppressing?" He said, "Stop him from oppressing, this is a help for him." So, from the beauty of this religion, to take care of the orphan people. And the best thing for them, to direct them to the right path, to the correct things, to the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to teach them the good manners and characteristics. From how long are we talking?
Almost 40 minutes.
Okay, I wanna give you some time if there's any questions, because we mentioned a lot of points. I don't want to just keep talking. Maybe some people said, "Oh, he's not gonna finish," and then I don't want people start yawning and falling asleep. So I want to give some time if there's any questions, so we can continue, inshallah.
الآية دي دائما بتعجبني، لكن زمن المستقبل ولا زمن الحاضر ما عاد. إن الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالسراء والضراء والكاظمين الغيظ والعافين عن الناس والله يحب المحسنين.
This is any time. This is any time from now. You recite the ayah until we die. He asking about ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran. Those who they donate or spend their wealth and their money fi as-sara'i wad-dharra, meaning while they're rich or they're poor, they donate for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's asking that the ayah is something past or something even for now. This ayah is continual to the day of judgment. To the day of judgment, to apply the ayah.
When you said that we have to have unity, what does this mean that we have to have unity?
The brother asking, I point to unity. What's the meaning of unity? Unity, very clear in the ayah we point to it. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, hold upon the religion of Islam, don't separate and don't divide. Hold upon the religion of Allah. The religion of Islam is, if we look, from the beginning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He sent the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the time He sent the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the people in need of a prophet more than any time to save them from the darkness, all different type of darkness. The people was in need because the people, the time the Prophet ﷺ, Allah sent him, before he became a prophet, the people, they have no foundation of good at all, like zero. They have nothing good. The only, fights, killing each other, cheating each other, oppressing each other. They have no deen to practice, no guidance to follow, no direction to take it and use it, nothing. So they live in a different type of darkness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he became a prophet. From the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also chose the religion of Islam. So this is the answer of the question. Islam is one religion. What is one religion? Quran is one book, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is one prophet. He's the last prophet for the whole humanity, for the jinn and mankind. So there's no prophet coming after and canceled the religions before, the prophethoods before, and the book of Islam canceled the books before. So Allah commanded us to worship Allah alone without making any partner, and follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in everything he commanded or he left it for us. And then to hold upon the book of Allah and don't make deviation. I think the question, brother, he asked because he see there's no unity between the Muslims. This is what we see, and this is true. If we look at the all over the world, there's a huge corruption between the Muslims. There's no unity. Why? Allah, He's one. If you claim you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so I am too. If you claim the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's the only one has to be followed in truth, so I am too. So if you believe the Quran is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's the only book you have to follow, so me too, then why we have different? Why we have a problem? There's something wrong in us. It's not in the religion. We don't have a correct understanding of what we're doing. That's why. We try, some places practice the religion, the way of the culture, make it like culturism. Each country make a style, and then entering the culture to the religion. They connect it with the culture, and this is not Islam. Islam is a religion prohibited people, follow to be a culturism or nationalism or colorism, if we can say it. Islam prohibited, but some places, some people, they make Islam like a culture. Whatever they think is good, they follow. Whatever not, they avoid. They make, adjustment. To them is adjustment. So the meaning, you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, without any partner. Follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the way Allah commanded you, and hold upon the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't leave it for anything else. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول ولا تبطلوا أعمالكم. Obey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to His messenger, and don't nullify your actions. Don't nullify your actions. Yes,
Can you define, could you explain Tahweed, the whole principle of Tahweed in Islam?
Tawheed. Tawheed coming from wahid, to make one. This is meaning of Tawheed, oneness. The oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's one. The meaning of Tawheed to make Allah alone and His actions. To make Allah alone in His actions, and to make Him alone, make Allah one in His actions, and make Him one in your actions. I give you an example. Anything, the action of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created everything. He gives death, He gives life, He provides, He takes care of the universe, He sends the rain, He give you a child, He give you wealth, He answer you, He protect you, He support you. So this is Allah's job. No one can do it. Make Allah one in His actions. Make Him one. Don't believe anything or anyone able to do what Allah doing. And then after that, this is short meaning. And then after that, make Allah one in your actions. Make Allah one in your actions, meaning anything you do, don't connect it to anything else, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Try to do everything you do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Especially worship. If you pray, try to purify your salah from showing off. If you donate, try to purify your donation from showing off. If you're making hajj, if you want to study, if you want to visit, if you're helping people, don't wait for people to say something good about you. The only thing, wait for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do it, and wait for Allah to say something about you, to give you rewards. Anything you do, don't do it for another reason. If you want to study about your deen, don't read to people say, oh, mashallah, he's religious. He's want to study. Or if you're doing something, helping, supporting others, don't wait for people to say, oh, he's generous, he's helpful, he's kind, he's nice. Don't wait for this stuff. Anything you do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about the people. So, if you ask anything, ask Allah alone. Don't ask anyone. No angels, no prophets, no messengers, nothing, no one able to answer you if you call. So call Allah alone. Ask Allah alone. If you're asking for provision, ask Allah. He give you. If you're looking for purification or treatments or any other problems, ask Allah alone. So meaning, make Allah one in His actions and make Him one in your actions. Did that answer? Yes, Asi.
Yeah, I had a question. When it comes, sometimes when it comes to me, like waking up early to pray, or just going through one of my obligatory prayers, or me just doing a good deed, right before I do it, there's always a little battle, in the mind, and especially this could be good, for new Muslims, there's always a thought. So I just I'm asking, is this the shaitan, or is this a personal weakness? I'm about to wake up for prayer. There's always a split thought, no, don't do it. Or if you're gonna be generous to someone, it's just no, just, keep the money. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to do a sunnah, or it's just
it comes to your mind, or something you hear it?
Nah, yeah, it's like
in your mind. Oh, this is the shaitan. This is from any good. Shaitan, he distract you. Let me tell you something. Because this is very important. Sometimes we not realize, sometimes we don't know. Shaitan, Shaitan make you busy with the good stuff also sometimes. Do you know that? Do you know Shaitan show you good things?
Yes.
Right? The Shaitan sometimes show you good things.
Yes.
Why?
Especially
To keep you away from more important things. I give you a story, and this story I hear from my father, raḥimahu, but I don't know any source for the story. I don't know any. I look for it. I was young. I hear from my father, but I never find any source for the story. But the story, what happened? This is what I hear from my father. He said, was two friends. two good friends. They was very good friends. And they both righteous people. So one of them passed away. And they was very religious, both very religious people. He said, one passed away. And then Shaitan whispered to the other one after a while. He said, you know, your friend passed away, and he was very close to you, and his kids, like you are an uncle for his kids. Send some help to them. Oh, something good, right? Shaitan is showing something good. So he did it. He started sending, help, support, money, whatever he can. And then after a while, Shaitan whispered to him. He said, if you do it, every step is count for you. Also reward. If you do it by yourself, not send it, it's still something good. So start taking it, to them, for a while. Shaitan leave him, to do it for a while. And then after, Shaitan whispered to him. He said, his kids, they forget about the religion of Islam, and they need the advice. They don't know anything, they forget everything. You should, teach them. You should help them. That this is still good. So Shaitan, showing him, to do good. So he started, try to teach them, teach the kids. And then the Shaitan whispered to him after a while. He said, now you see how they go back to Islam, and how they doing good, and they, why not stay with them, stay overnight, because they feel like you, like an uncle, like very close. You are a closer person to them. So he started stay over for some time, and then Shaitan started open the conversation between him and their mother, and then one day he fall in adultery. The Shaitan, he make a plan. All this good, he showed him to take him to the worst parts. The Shaitan always whisper to you when you want to do something good. He whispers to you, bring to your mind to not do it, to stop you. And then in this case, say "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim," and then do it. He's gonna do it sometimes. He's gonna leave you alone. Umar radiallahu anhu, Umar ibn Khattab. Who knows Umar ibn Khattab? Umar ibn Khattab, the second leader in Islam after Abu Bakr, after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's the second. Narrated from him, is that he missed the Salat al-Fajr. He missed not the Salat al-Fajr, he missed the Jama'ah. He missed the Salat in the Masjid one night. So following night, he prayed from after Isha. He started praying until Fajr. He punished himself with the ibadah. He prayed night prayer until Fajr, and then he went to Fajr. And then the following night, Shaitan, he came, woke him up for Fajr. He said, if he fall asleep, he's gonna do more. So he woke him up for Fajr.
He wanted to do good.
Yeah.
Do your regular thing.
So the Shaitan, he do you know how? Give me 1 second. Do you know how much stuff you have? Now you have a lot of things in your mind when you leave the building. Tomorrow, what you have, the classes and shopping and here and phone calls and friends and here and there and rabbits and whatever. A lot of things come to your mind, right? A lot of things come to your mind. And a lot of things you have to do. The shayateen, the devils, they have only two things. Two. They have nothing else. They don't worry about anything except two. Planning and then applying. Plan how to destroy the son of Adam, and then they apply. That's the two things they have. So meaning, you have all the time shayateen, they are planning how to, knock you down. They plan, and then the second job, which is when they finish with the plan, and they come apply it. Go ahead.
Could you re-explain the story about Umar?
Explain more?
Yeah, no, same thing.
مرة ثانية بس أنت قلت الصلاة بدال prayer هم ما يعرفوا الفجر.
Okay, sorry. This is one of the leaders of Islam, the second leader of Islam, and we have a statement from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, if you walking this way, he told Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, if you're walking this way, shaitan, he go walk the other side because he's scared from you. He's scared to get close to you. And then, so one time he missed we have 5 prayers, and one of the prayers is 6 o'clock in the morning. So he missed the prayer with the group in the masjid. When he came, it's already they finished. So because he missed it, he punished himself. Because he missed the salah, he punished himself. He prayed the following night. From after this prayer we did, this is Isha. So from after this, he prayed until 6 o'clock in the morning. He did not stop. So and then the following night, the shaitan, he woke him up for the prayer. He said, if I don't wake him up, he's gonna pray more. So it's better just wake him up for one prayer, so if he pray the whole night. Yeah, the shaitan, he always looking for you to stop you from good things. If something comes to your mind, negative, not good for you, be sure that this is coming from the shaitan. Fikum barakallah. Any question?
Can you explain Islam's view on Isa, on Jesus? Like the
Islamic view on the
Isa alayhi salam.
and the Musa alayhi salam.
This is need a separate lecture.
Separate lecture.
Yeah.
We need separate lecture. Make sure you is inside of there, okay?
This is need a separate lecture, but in general, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, we are the prophets, we all brothers, dinuna wahid. We have a same religion, one religion, and we have a one father, and we from different mothers. So the religion of Isa and Musa, they was same thing. It's a religion of Islam. Islam meaning istislam, the submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to your Lord. So their religion is our religion. The only thing, the legislation is different. Legislation of each religion was different. The religion of Islam is cancel all legislations and is legislated for all people upon the earth. Each legislation was for the time of the Prophet. Like for example, after after Nuh alayhi salam, he's the first messenger. We have Sheikh, we have Idris before him. We have Nuh, he's a Prophet Noah, he's the first messenger, and from him, until Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon them all. They have legislations, but different legislations. The religion, the worship, worship Allah alone. All messengers, they call to one thing: worship Allah alone without make any partner. But the legislations was, for example, there's some stuff was haram, was unlawful here, and was lawful for there, and like this. But the religion of Islam canceled the legislations, and whatever is legislated is good to the day of judgment. Whatever is lawful is lawful. Whatever unlawful is unlawful to the day of judgment. Barakallahu fikum.
So I asked previously regarding the seerah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, about the rabbi that stopped the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ when he was traveling with Abu Talib. He was a merchant, and you mentioned that he said to him, the rabbi said to the Nabi ﷺ that he is the one from the previous scriptures. So I want to ask, is this connected to this ayah in Surah Ash-Shura, where Allah says, it is not a sign of them that they learned from the children of Israel, knew it was true. So is it regarding the tribes of Israel that are the learned Jews that moved to Medina? So are these...
It's related, yes, it's related. Until today, because we have an ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, they know the truth as they know their children. يعرفونه كما يعرفون أبناءهم. They know the truth as they know their kids, their children. Until today, they know. But the problem is not the knowledge. The problem is not accepting. The exception. They're not accepting. And then until today, if we coming to the educated people, we're not talking about the regular people. The educated people in the world, they know the religion of Islam is not from a person. They know the Quran is a true book. They know. They know the majority of the educated people. I'm talking about the non-Muslims. They know the Quran is not from a human. They know it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because even that for technology, now there's an agreement between United States and England to store the technology with the Arabic language, not the English. Arabic language, the language of the Quran. Why? They said because they found out, after every 100 years, the languages changing. Borrowing, words and then giving away words, except the religion, except the language of the Quran. Never change. They found it never changed. From the beginning until today, is the same. So, and they said, if we store the technology with the English language, another 100 years, so we borrow 100 of words from the other languages, and then we left off, many words, so then the people, they're not going to understand it. It's going to be, so if we save it in Arabic language, and we can translate it anytime we want. So they want to store it, they want to store the technology, in Arabic language. So because they know this Quran is not, it's not fake. They know it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So it's like a known rejection. Like they rejecting with understanding.
Yeah, they know it's truth. Otherwise, the point we point to is anyone think there's anything bad? The point we mentioned, we point to it tonight. Not only to you, not only for us. You think is not good for anyone in the world? I want to answer, guys. Nobody answered me.
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
It's good
The
for
point,
the world.
the stuff we point to tonight. You think is bad for anyone in the world?
No, actually make the whole word one, as one.
Okay, then why they don't like it?
Because
Huh?
the money. The money. Desire.
So if you come in, when you look at it, what's the reason rejecting all this? If we apply it, is gonna benefit everyone, every single person upon the earth, everyone in the earth. Then why is it rejected?
Desires.
All of them.
Yeah, so this is it. So they know it's true. They, if you say don't lie, because there's some jobs need to lie. If they don't cheat, there's some places they need to cheat. So you're telling them, stop your job. You're attacking them. If you say backbiting is not allowed, is not allowed. So there's some people, they don't want to hear that. They want to break your back when you turn around. So anyway, وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وجزاكم الله خيرا وأرحمكم خيرا